Hi everyone. In section 2, we're going to be learning about the 5 themes of geography and how they help us to organize our studies of the world. There are also 6 essential elements of geography that highlight some of the subject's most important ideas. So this is geography themes and essential elements. Let's say your older sister has offered to drive you to a friend's house across town, but she doesn't know how to get there. You know your friend's street address and what the apartment building looks like. You know it's near the public library. You also would recognize some landmarks in the neighborhood, such as the video store and the supermarket. So what you know, would that help your sister find the house? Like drivers, geographers have to know where places are in order to study them. An area's location is only one of the aspects that geographers study, though. In fact, it's only one of the 5 themes of geography used to describe a place. The 5 themes of geography. Have you ever gone to a 4th of July party with a patriotic theme? If so, you probably noticed that almost everything at the party was related to that theme. For example, you may have seen American flags and decorations based on the flag's stars and stripes. You may have seen clothes that were red, white, and blue, or heard patriotic music being played. Chances are that almost everything at the party reflected the theme of patriotism. Like many party planners, geographers use themes in their work. Geographers do not study parties, of course, but they note common themes in their studies. Just as a party theme is reflected in nearly every aspect of the party, these geography themes can be applied to nearly everything that geographers study. The 5 major themes of geography are location, place, human-environment interaction, movement, and regions. Let's take a look. The first one is location. The theme of location describes where something is. The mountain shown above, Mount Rainier, is in west central Washington. Place. Place describes the features that make a site unique. For example, Washington, D.C. is our nation's capital and has many great monuments. So if you were to see a picture of any of these monuments, you would definitely know the place that they are located in. Another theme is regions. Regions are areas that share common characteristics. So the Mojave Desert shown here is defined by the distinctive climate and plant life. The Mojave Desert is located right here in the United States. Movement. Movement is the theme that looks how and why people and things move. Airports like this one in Dallas, Texas, help move people around the world. And the last theme is human-environment interaction. People interact with their environment in many ways. Some, like this man in Florida, uses the land to grow crops. So let's look a little closer at the 5 themes. Location. Every point on Earth has a location, a description of where it is. This location can be expressed in many ways. Sometimes a site's location is expressed in specific or absolute terms, such as an address. For example, the White House is located at 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue in the city of Washington, D.C. A specific description like this one is called an absolute location. Other times, the site's location is expressed in general terms. For example, Canada is north of the United States. This general description of where a place is located is called relative location. Place. Another theme, place, is closely related to location. However, place does not refer simply to where an area is. It refers to the area's landscape, the features that define the area and make it different from other places. Such features could include land, climate, and people. Together, they give a place its own character. Human-environment interaction. In addition to looking at the features of places, geographers examine how those features interact. In particular, they want to understand how people interact with their environment, how people and their physical environment affect each other. An area's environment includes its land, water, climate, plants, and animals. People interact with their environment every day in all sorts of ways. They clear forests to plant crops, level fields to build cities, and dam rivers to prevent floods. At the same time, physical environments affect how people live. People in cold areas, for example, build houses with thick walls and wear heavy clothing to keep warm. People who live near oceans look for ways to protect themselves from storms. Movement. People are constantly moving. They move within cities, between cities, and between countries. Geographers want to know why and how people move. For example, they ask if people are moving to find work or to live in a more pleasant area. Geographers also study the roads and routes that make movement so common. Now the last one is regions. You have already learned how geographers divide the world into many regions to help study the geography. Creating regions also makes it easier to compare places. Comparisons help geographers learn why each place has developed the way it has.